Hello, it is 7:30 p.m. on February 9th, 2020. Welcome to the weather update. Just looking at some of the pictures of the Virgo we had on Friday, the sky on Friday, late Friday afternoon and evening, because I showed it, but it didn't look quite properly, so I figured, well, I'll show it to you again. And then Saturday, we just had a beautiful day. The first half of the day was beautiful with clear skies and the clouds rolled in. Today, a lot more clouds and a lot milder. We got quite warmer actually today. And the moon tonight, full moon tonight, looking kind of hazy. So let's get to this weather update. So let's take a look at some of the surface observations across the area right now. We're in the mid 40s, so we are above normal, of course, across the area. And if we go and we pull this out, you'll see that there's some winter weather advisories up for the northeastern Great Lakes, and a winter storm warning for parts of Wisconsin. As well as this looks like some kind of, I don't know what this warning is, a wind chill warning. I don't know all the colors exactly. Here's our next storm system that's going to be approaching for our area. This is going to bring some rain into the picture tomorrow and Tuesday. And if we go and we look at the radar, you'll see here's that snow breaking out over over western Pennsylvania, Ohio, into Michigan, but we're going to be getting this rain. That's what we're going to be getting. So let's look at the highs today across our area, because it was quite mild. And yesterday was a little warmer than I expected too. So it's 43 at Farmingdale. And today, Farmingdale actually hit 48 degrees, so that's quite a bit warmer than we thought, with partly sunny skies. And yesterday, we hit 42, which was warmer than expected as well. But at least we had a nice day yesterday for at least part of the day. The first half of the day was really nice. Yeah, highs across Long Island generally in the upper 40s, I guess. We'll look at Islip, too. 42 at Islip, and they hit 46 at Islip. So, again, quite mild. That's a good 6-7 degrees above normal. And I don't even want to look and see what it's like in New Jersey. Let's see how hot it got there, because it might have gotten even more. Probably hit 50 there. Yep, 50 in Toms River. So, yep. So, wow, that's well above normal for this time of the year, and much warmer than I expected for the day. Now, I want to look at some climate information before we get started with this weather update here, because seasonal snowfall totals are well below average. Here's a graphic from the Weather Service that was put out. You can see here across the Northeast. These are all the various cities across the Northeast. Philadelphia has only gotten 0.3. That's it for Philadelphia. Let's see. LaGuardia got 4.6, and the normal snowfall is supposed to be 15.8. So we're 10 inches below normal. Same thing for Central Park, 4.8. 15 inches would be the normal this time of the year. Islip, actual snowfall 6.8, normal supposed to be 14.7. So you get the idea. We're well below normal in the precipitation and above normal with the temperatures, because if I go and we look at some of the climatology here, we're going to look at the preliminary monthly data for Islip, and we're running quite a bit above normal for so far this month. I believe it's 9 degrees above normal. Let's see if they've got the mean in here. So see if they've gotten the mean in here. I don't know if they do. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Yeah, average monthly 40.6. That's 9.2 degrees above normal. So almost, for February, we're running almost 10 degrees above normal, which is significantly above normal for this time of the year. Looking at the sky cover, you could see we had a good amount of clouds over the area today. Yesterday, see what happened in the afternoon, but in the morning, this is the morning image, you could see it was clear over Suffolk County. The clouds rolled in faster over New Jersey and New York City, but we had, like I said, we had a couple of, if you watch that Pine Barrens video, you'll see that we had some nice clear skies there, and then the clouds rolled in more toward the afternoon. So let's go look at the models and see. Okay, that's not the right one here. There we go. My mistake. It's not the right. This is tropicaltidbits.com. By the way, if you want to see the models on the page I use, it's tropicaltidbits.com. If you weren't aware of that already. So let's take a look at the models. We're going to first start with the upper air, I guess. We'll go to the upper air. We're on the GFS already, so we'll go with the upper air. 500, and I'll go change this to the North America one, so you can see what's going on. All right, so you can see we have this ridge now building in the east, trough in the west, and you can see that ridge is going to bring up some warm air for the first part of this week. But then what happens is we have this trough that's going to dig down here and bring in a brief burst of cold air Friday into Saturday. But then that ridge builds again, and unfortunately the pattern up in the Arctic still is not a great pattern. But there is more a little more troughiness in the east in this long range model, so it looks maybe a little better. Like I said, Friday and Saturday we're gonna have some cold air. Here's the Euro. See, that's the trough we had yesterday. And here comes the trough. So unfortunately, because of you can see, it's just going to be transient because there's no blocking up here in Greenland. So it's just going to be transient. And yeah, this is an ugly pattern. So let's go to the GFS, but we will at least have some cold air. You'll see that when we start looking at the surface. So we'll go back to CONUS, and we will look at the surface map for the GFS. Oh, there's the air temperature. Let's do the surface first, all right? And we'll show you the air temperature. So, back this up. So here we are at tonight. You can see here comes that storm. You see it's rain, obviously with the warm air in place. We're going to have chances of rain Monday and Tuesday. Then it moves away. A little weak high builds in for Wednesday. Then we have a more intense rainstorm here. But again, this is going to be a rainstorm. However, let's just go back for a minute because this run, I think it was at the 12Z Saturday run that was interesting. It was one of those runs that was, I think it was the 06Z Saturday, or I don't remember which one it was, that actually gave us, yeah, this was the one that actually gave us some snow. But no, we're not going to see that. So it was just one run basically that did that, kind of had a more suppressed track, but I don't think we're going to be seeing any snow. And then after that system moves away, we have this big high building in, and it'll bring us cold air for Friday and Saturday. This could be Arctic air, actually, a brief shot of it. But then it's out. By the time the next storm rolls in, we're dealing with more warm air and rain again. Yeah, and this is pretty much the same deal right through. But there are at least a couple of shots of cold air, it looks like, in the picture at least, because you can see there's a little more of a trough in the east. So now we'll go and look at the temperatures. And we'll actually go look at this. So we'll look at the actual temperatures across the country. So show you what's going on, show you where the warm air is. You can see there's that warm air in the southeast. And then look at that really cold air building into eastern Canada. We get a piece of that. Look at Friday. We really drop quickly. So we're going to get Friday and Saturday going to be some pretty cold days, but then it pulls out relatively quickly. So let's get a little closer here, and we'll look at the temperatures here. How the temperatures are going to be this week, because at least we have some cold air coming, so that's some good news. So again, the models really underdid the temperatures today. It was a lot warmer than the models anticipated today, and tomorrow I have a feeling it'll be in the mid 40s as well, so mid to upper 40s tomorrow. The cloud cover will probably help keep things down a little bit, and then for Tuesday it's going to still be warmer. And look at this. So it has Long Island in the mid 40s, but look at New Jersey. Look at the southern part of New Jersey, well into the 50s. So Tom's River will probably once again be quite warm, and further points further south. And then you can see this front approaching here. We drop down. This front moves through, drop down to the probably low 40s, and then here comes the next storm system. And again, a really tight gradient. But here's that Arctic air now that's going to be coming down for us on Friday. And look at this. Look at what happens Friday. Look at that. So Friday we may not make it out of the teens, according to this. And I think this is because, let's look at that wind direction. Yep, the wind direction's from the north. So when you have that northerly flow, you get that flow right out of Hudson Bay, and it brings that cold air down. And so Friday, we may only be in the teens. Wow, that's going to be... And then overnight, we're going to drop into the single digits. So we have an Arctic blast to look forward to, and then Saturday, look at that, we're still below freezing, only in the mid 20s. So, but it'll be quick lived because by Sunday we're already warming up near 40 again, and I don't after that I don't really think we're going to see any more plunges. That might be the only one. Well, toward the end of the period, it's bringing one, but we are going to have a plunge. At least the GFS is indicating this. Let's see if the Canadian is indicating this. Canadian's indicating it's not quite as cold on the Canadian, and I don't think does the ICON go far enough out? Yeah, it does. All right, so maybe it won't be quite that cold. GFS might be a little too much, but we'll have to see. That's going to be a nice little plunge for us to enjoy, and that's going to be great. That is going to be great. We really need some cold air around here. We've hardly had any really cold weather at all this winter, which has been absolutely ridiculous to say the least. So let's go to the NAM model here. Look at the NAM model, the NAM 12 kilometer, and we will go and take a look at the precipitation as we head into tomorrow. So dry tonight, and then by the morning you'll see maybe well north of the city, maybe up in Albany there'll be some snow. But for us, we have a chance of some light rain, probably nothing too heavy tomorrow morning, and then maybe a little more toward noon. And that chance kind of lingers mainly south of the area tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Then the rain moves back into the picture later tomorrow evening into Tuesday morning. And then toward the Tuesday evening, the rain is out of the picture. And then here we are at Wednesday with the next system approaching here. This is the first part of Thursday here. So we're probably not going to see all that much rain. This is the NAM, so let's just see how much total accumulated precip we're going to see out of this. Yeah, Long Island probably less than an inch, but could be a little closer to an inch the further south you go, especially from Toms River on southward. That's the NAM. Let's look at the GFS. GFS brings a little more rain into the picture. Oh, this is part of Thursday already, so let me just back this up. Yeah, GFS actually brings a little more rain into the picture well, I'm just trying to see when that wave of heavier rain moves in. Let's see. Yeah, it brings that wave of heavier rain in probably Tuesday, so it has a little more heavier rain on the Tuesday, particularly in the late morning and early afternoon hours, and then that rain moves away. Either way, we're going to have a chance of rain the next couple of days, so enjoy the dry weather while it lasted. But let's see when the next chance we can get some sun is. Probably not going to be Wednesday because we already have these clouds rolling in, but hopefully when that Arctic air moves in, it should clear the skies out. We should have nice clear skies over Long Island for Friday, and hopefully Saturday too, though it's trying to move some cirrus in. We'll have to see about that. But at least Friday, which I believe is Valentine's Day, so we're going to have some sunshine for Valentine's Day, a little gift from the Arctic finally. And then Saturday, some more clouds, and then Sunday. I'm not really going to go any further than that as far as the clouds go. But at least we're going to get some really cold air in the picture, and that's really some good news. Let's take a look at windy.com and see. I'm curious to see what the Euro has for that storm as far as we go for that storm on Thursday. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's rain, so you can see the southwest winds. Let's take a look at the temperatures here on the Euro, because Thursday is going to be quite warm. According to the Euro, we're going to see temperatures well into the 50s, 60 in Toms River. Let's go look at Monday here, because again, the Euro seemed to be. Let's see how the Euro did with today's temperatures. Still underdid them a little bit. Still underdid them. It was a little closer, but still underdid them. So look, tomorrow's temperatures here, as windy.com uses the Euro. It's probably going to be similar today, maybe a couple degrees cooler due to the lack of sun. Tuesday, we're dealing with similar setup with temperatures again, mid-40s, closer to 50 in New Jersey. And for Wednesday, temperatures drop a little bit, but we're still a little bit above normal, probably in the low 40s. And I'm pretty sure this will keep the clouds around too, as well for Wednesday. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see much sun Wednesday. Put this to 8 a.m. No, we're going to probably be dealing with high clouds. So let's put this back to temperatures and take a look at what happens Friday with this Euro here. Yeah, look at that. So we're Friday. This is 1 p.m. Friday. We're in the mid-20s. Probably, I believe, more like we're going to be in the mid-20s. I don't know if we're going to really get as low as the teens. Let's look at the cloud cover on this. We're clear. So we have clear skies. That's good for your Friday. Uh, Clear skies. Uh, and that probably brings in the clouds for Saturday, probably. Yeah, so Saturday probably won't be as clear, so we'll only get one clear day out of it, which will probably be Friday. Well, let's go back to temperatures here and look at how cold it gets Friday night. Let's see how cold the Euro gets it. Yeah, it gets it down to the teens. Let's see. So I still think we may have a chance of seeing some single digits. I hope we do. That would be really nice if we could. And Saturday, look at that. This is 9 a.m. You're going to be waking up to temperatures in the teens. So we're going to have some cold air, but it's only going to stick around a brief time. You can see on Saturday the winds already go back to the southwest. This is the problem with no blocking in the atmosphere. The cold air doesn't stick around, and by Sunday you're already warmed back up into the 40s. So we'll have 2 days that'll be cold. One day it's really going to be cold, and then we're back into the warmth again. So speaking of the warmth, I want to bring this up. Antarctica hit 65 degrees this week. That's right. It was on the peninsula actually. We're going to look at this NPR one here, and 65 degrees in Antarctica this week. So Antarctica experienced its hottest day on record on Thursday. That's what they reported at Argentina's Esperanza Research Station. It's on the very northern tip, so it's not on the main part of Antarctica. But still, very alarming to see this, and just another sign of the climate emergency we are dealing with. You also have this, Clara. Clara is slamming. This is the same storm that affected us with the wind the other day, and now it is over. It is hitting Scotland and the United Kingdom. So just more craziness in the atmosphere as we deal with the ongoing effects of the climate crisis. So that's going to wrap up this video. Take care, and thank you for watching.